General Kukov is late?
We have matters to discuss before he arrives.
Nadia, this tea is excellent.
Thank you. I prepared it myself. Incompetence will not be tolerated. We cannot allow you to endanger the Iron Curtain project any longer. I'm glad you agree.
Dealing with traitors is my responsibility.
Yes. And my pleasure. My spies report that the Allies are planning a major naval attack against us. You can cut them off at the refueling station. Land your MCV on a suitable island and destroy the Allies' base and refueling station. We must keep the area clear for our submarine operations. Go. Now, General Kukov, tell me about this Allied secret weapon that you found. The chronosphere?
Okay, so it seems that Nadia tired of Gradenko's incompetence and decided to put an end to it. Also, I don't know if it was just bad writing on the scriptwriter's part, but do you remember that recently Kukov said to Nadia that he was sure she would find a way to take care of Gradenko? And now in that mission briefing, he's upset that she took care of Gradenko, saying dealing with traitors is his responsibility. I'm guessing that was probably just bad script writing, but also I can actually totally picture Kukov being the kind of obnoxious boss or colleague that tells you to do something and then gets angry later when you do it. I can totally see that being the case. In any case, this is sort of the major naval mission of the Soviet campaign. I remember this mission being pretty difficult. I don't know if my memory is accurate on that point. But things I remember about this mission include we are going to get attacked by Allied cruisers, which is a problem because cruisers are extremely powerful, and that the island that the Allied forces are on is very heavily fortified with anti-tank mines, and the only landing point is like through a ravine where there's a bunch of turrets and artillery on either side. So in other words, we got a fun mission ahead of us. Aside from having to deal with the logistical annoyances of deploying our guys with amphibious landings using LSTs. That's a little tedious, but otherwise, looking forward to this mission. The reason I'm deploying my submarines around like this is in anticipation of the Allied cruisers that I'm expecting to show up and attack our position at some point. I don't remember exactly where they'll attack from because I'm more familiar with the other variant of this mission. So hopefully I have not deployed my submarines too terribly out of position for where I'm going to need them. I guess having them a little closer to my base would make sense because the cruiser will need to be, you know, within a couple screens of my base. Oh, they're doing a transport landing already. Maybe I can destroy the LST before it unloads everything. Okay, it only unloaded a pair of Rangers anyway, so who cares? I am not too intimidated by a pair of Rangers. Single flame tower will deal with them. And a couple infantry. Where are they going? Whatever, I'll just put it there. Seriously, what are they doing? This is odd behavior. It's almost like the mission designer... Oh, I want power. Let's not make that mistake again. It's almost like the mission designer is simulating them scouting, like uncovering the shroud. The computer doesn't actually need to do that, of course, but if that was the idea of simulating them uncovering shroud, then that's kind of cool. Okay, so that one's parked there to camp the ore field, but a single ranger is not really much of a threat. Oh, either I recalled my infantry there and forgot that I did so, or something killed him. It'll be a problem for us if this bridge gets destroyed. There's no allied forces on the other side of it, just a giant pile of resources. So I'm certainly not going to attack that bridge, and I hope the allies don't either. I guess, since we are given an LST and we have control over it, instead of its unloading being automated, I could have maybe deployed onto that island. I don't know if there's much building room up there, though. Kind of looks like there isn't. Okay, let's go War Factory. So I can get another ore truck and some tanks. And then we'll go Radar Dome Airfield. Keeping a sharp eye out on those cruisers that I'm pretty sure are going to be coming at some point. If you don't know it's going to happen, it can be a game ender. Suddenly, cruiser starts shelling your base, gets a couple lucky hits off on your construction yard, and it's pretty much game over. So yeah, this is one of the tougher missions on the Soviet side, I think. Also, I had forgotten, but as you no doubt noticed, they did make a brief mention of the Iron Curtain again, saying that Nadia saying she won't allow Gradenko to continue endangering the Iron Curtain project. I'd forgotten that there was another offhanded reference to it. Okay, that looks like a little bit of a more serious landing force. Now, 3 tanks, we can deal with it. We are being punished a little bit for going for the heavy economic opening, though. Okay, get back here. And let's start on... I would go Tesla Coil, but I'm going to go Flame Turret because I can get it up quick. These infantry are just to slow them down. There we go. Light tanks can be hard to click on when the screen is so small. They're quick. Okay, Flame Turret didn't even kill any of them. This is quite a problem. Alright, go next to that Flame Turret next. I need more power before I can get up Tesla Coils. Alright, now we've got 2 heavies. We can deal with this. Yeah, that was punishment for going with the heavy economic opening and concentrating very little on defense. There's the cruiser. I kind of expected that it was going to have a destroyer or gunboat escort, but it looks like it doesn't. Which means my submarine gets to eat it for breakfast. Airfield time. And it's a complete non-issue. Well, that was easy. That could have been a problem, but thankfully it wasn't. I don't think that's the only time they're going to attack with a cruiser, so we're going to want to remain vigilant. Alright, we have the full complement of Soviet air units. I won't bother building any MiGs or Yaks. If I build anything, it will be Heinz. Anything air, I mean. Should have access to Mammoth tanks now. Obviously, we've been able to build them in the expansion missions. Actually, were we already able to build them in earlier campaign missions, too? I think we were. Having trouble keeping track, though. It's harder to keep track of what tech you've gotten and what tech you haven't when you're switching back and forth between the main campaign and expansion missions where you get more stuff. There we go, mammoths. Just mammoths and flamethrowers, but it's completely worth it for the mammoths, and we don't need to keep it now thanks to that bug, so we'll sell it. Get the money back. Okay. I think there's enough ore there to be worth building another refinery over on that side. Really kick our economy into high gear. And now we just sit back and wait while we begin producing the army we're going to need.
Unit ready. Building. Select target.
Alright. The enemy base is up here. They probably have gap generators. And obviously it's not there. I think it's further to the east, but in general it's up in that area. Alright. Now we'll have enough economy. It'll be worth having 2 war factories. Not just worth it, but kind of necessary to keep up with the money we'll be bringing in. Oh, apparently they pulled off a landing that I missed. Probably on the west side of my base. Yep. We've got more than enough defenders to deal with this. Though, okay, good. They diverted their attention away from the refinery once I attacked them. Okay. Handled. And I'm going to want a sub-pen, of course. As soon as I sped things up, I came under attack. A lesson not to get cocky, perhaps. Maybe they don't have a gap generator, or at least not covering their entire base. They don't look like they have a huge amount of anti-air. There's that one AA gun, but I'm not seeing tons of stuff.
Cannot deploy here.
I am pretty sure you can. I just need to uncover more shroud before it'll let me, I think is what's going on. There we go. Okay, we'll build an LST for scouting purposes, and... Oh, okay, I accidentally put that guy in the control group. Go harvest up there, yeah. And of course we're also going to want transports for ferrying troops. 3 should be plenty. 2 new ones plus this one we started with. And then we'll want some subs. That's the only landing site, I'm pretty sure, and it's got mines and it's going to be surrounded with defenses on either side. It's a ravine. Pretty sure I remember that correctly. Plenty of enemy boats we're going to have to deal with. Ships, vessels, whatever. Wow. I put them somewhere that they can't go anywhere. That wasn't intentional. Uh-oh. Cruiser. There's a cruiser coming from that direction. I'm going to slow things down to deal with this. I had forgotten a cruiser comes from the north. Oh. And... Wow, okay. Luckily that one's not doing anything. That one sure is, though. Well, let's build submarines and should be able to deal with it that way. And honestly, maybe some helipads. Okay, can speed things back up. That was scary for a moment, but I think we can deal with this. What are you doing? Please kill him. Stupid land in between the cruiser and my sub. Okay. It would be pretty embarrassing to lose my construction area to a couple of gunboats. Deal with them, please. Okay, cruiser destroyed. gunboat's handling my tanks awfully effectively. Destroy that cruiser, please. And there's another one. Wow. Okay, here's the difficulty I was expecting in this mission. Looks like my power is real borderline. Okay. Well, its escorts are gunboats and not destroyers, which means the Hind will eventually handle the situation.
Silos needed. Building.
Okay, silos needed in this situation is not good, because I should be spending money like crazy on defenses.
Vehicle reporting. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
And I need more helipads.
Building. Unit ready. Building.
Vehicle acknowledged. Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged. Waiting order.
Subs are so slow.
Affirmative.
Okay, if he wants to sail out of range of my base, he's welcome to do so. I wouldn't say that's a particularly intelligent course of action. I think that continuing to shell my base and blow up critical structures would have been the smarter move there. But hey, however that captain wants to do it.
Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
I hear shooting. What's going on? Where is it happening? Where is it happening? It's louder here. Oh, okay. He was shooting an LST there. I do wish that the minimap would flash where events are occurring. Alright, any more cruisers over there?
Unit ready.
Stupid gunboats are irritating. Hind, deal with them.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Yes, sir.
You can't run from the Hind. In Soviet Russia, Hind hunts you.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Reporting. Acknowledged.
Alright, let's start taking out these ships here in this cove.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Building. Unable to comply. Building in progress. Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Waiting order. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Waiting order.
Okay, good.
Yes, sir.
Good start.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Insufficient funds.
Awaiting
Destroyers are next. Alright, they're all responding.
Yes, sir.
Naval unit lost.
As long as they keep on the move, our torpedoes are all going to miss and we're all going to die. I hate the naval combat in this game. It's so dumb. Alright, now he stopped, so he's screwed.
Building.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to get him killed just so I don't have to listen to him surfacing and diving constantly.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Construction complete.
Go deal with this one too, please. Okay, I've had a whole lot of air stuff ready to go for a while.
Target.
I've been busy.
Lost.
That looks to me like a gap generator.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Are you serious? What do you think you're doing?
Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledge. Yes.
There's something obnoxious about gunboats. They're so little. It's like a chihuahua, a tiny little chihuahua yapping and nipping at your heel.
Waiting order.
Naval unit
Acknowledge.
lost. Unit.
Well, I figured it was going to take a
Unit ready.
lot of forces to deal with the fleet in that cove.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Seriously, someone please kill this goddamn thing. Thank you.
Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged.
Silos needed.
Good grief. Fine, fine, fine. I'm building. Shut up! I hate silos needed. Silos needed every 2 seconds.
Select target. Reinforcements have arrived. Select target.
Alright, let's do some more scouting on the enemy base. Where is that? I'm clearly getting shot by a camo pillbox, but I can't even see it. Alright, well those guys didn't last very long.
Building. Unit lost.
Yes, sir.
Spy plane ready. Building. Select target. Construction complete. Unit lost.
I hear more firing again. Let's start preparing a landing force.
Order. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Another cruiser. Where? Good grief.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Alright, let the Hind Squadron deal with this. They'll be better than trying to cover every square inch of the water with submarines. As you can see, they're actually really good at it. 4 Hinds almost kills a cruiser.
Building.
I think people don't give Hinds enough credit for how destructive they are. I really like them. They're probably my favorite air unit in the game. Alright, that should be plenty of ammo to finish it.
Unit ready.
And it's parked somewhere that it's missing whatever it's shooting at.
Building.
And its hit pattern is not randomized. As long as it stays in the same place, it'll just keep hitting the same place. Okay. That guy didn't feel like participating. He was feeling lazy, I guess. But they got the job done.
Yes, sir.
Insufficient funds.
Acknowledged.
From silos needed, insufficient funds.
Affirmative.
We'll start loading up for a big landing.
Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged.
This is our only option.
Comrade.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
You know, so fortified the heck out of it,
Acknowledged.
as they do.
Select target.
Oh, okay.
Awaiting
Go deal with
orders.
that, please.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Awaiting orders.
And like I said, Hinds are versatile. They can handle infantry
Yes, sir.
as well as vehicles.
Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Crying out loud.
Yes, sir.
Speaking of handling vehicles.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Enough of you. Excellent. 4 Hinds can take out 2 gunboats without even needing to rearm.
Reporting. Reporting. Affirmative.
Very nice.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Comrade. Acknowledged.
Alright, let's continue thinning out the enemy fleet in this cove.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Don't shoot your guy, your friend in the back.
Naval
Vehicle
unit
affirmative.
lost.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Comrade. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Alright, excellent.
Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged. 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 Reporting.
Spy plane.
Acknowledged.
What the heck kind of pathing is this?
Acknowledged.
I must have had a misclick in there somewhere.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Select target. Silos needed.
Good grief, I keep forgetting to continue building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Awaiting affirmative. Waiting order.
Okay, if he just wants to sit there and die, that's fine.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Well, that's very amusing, but not very helpful.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Vehicle affirmative.
Building.
Good grief. Alright, the income flow should be slowing as I exhaust the ore nearest to my base. I think is a group of submarines called a wolf pack. Am I remembering that correctly? Let's have this wolf pack continue its hunt.
Unit ready.
Reporting.
Go take out that cruiser. Actually, let's take out the LST first. And then the cruiser, because I have no idea what's in that LST, if it's some kind of really powerful landing force.
Affirmative.
Go, my hinds.
Unit ready. Building.
Let's get the squadron even bigger. Alright, they took it out. Nice work.
Select target.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Looks like we...
Unit ready.
What's going on?
Comrade. Acknowledge.
Oh, apparently I lost a refinery over there. Oh, and the bridge is... What's... Okay, it's a cruiser, but where? Oh, it's that one. No, no, it's not. Where's that coming from? It's there again.
Acknowledge.
Construction complete. Cannot be planted.
Vehicle
Area.
report.
Our base
Yes,
is
sir.
under attack.
They're persistent.
Acknowledge.
Low power.
Okay.
On hold. Cancel.
Okay, good. This is going great.
Yes, sir. Acknowledge.
Almost. Once we have 6 Hinds in the squadron, we'll be able to deal with him.
Reporting.
Luckily, he's not heavily damaging anything from his current position.
Vehicle report.
Alright. Should be enough ammo to finish him.
Affirmative.
Once again, severely low power means it takes an absolute age to build anything, including the replacement power plants to get out of low power.
Ready. Select target.
Reporting. Acknowledge.
Alright, we've got another fleet up here we have to deal with. Hunt pack on the prowl.
Acknowledge.
Okay, we need to deal with that one before he destroys these bridges. Or my ore trucks.
Reporting.
You as well. What is up with these lazy pilots?
Acknowledge.
Construction complete.
Yes, sir. Very well.
Okay. We're almost back into good power. Alrighty, we stumbled into another attack force.
Comrade. Acknowledge. Yes, sir.
Take out the gunboats, and then the cruiser is helpless.
Acknowledge. Yes, sir.
Don't shoot your friend in the back. Okay, there we go.
Yes, sir. Acknowledge.
Now, 6 telepad to round out the squadron. That guy should be very close to dead, and he is. Okay, great. That's exactly what I didn't want to happen. Okay, great. And they're all stranded. God damn it.
Affirmative. Yes. Affirmative. Awaiting orders.
Great.
Affirmative.
I'm gonna need a freaking LST to harvest now. I mean, I guess they can harvest this instead. Why weren't they harvesting that? Brilliant AI again.
Construction complete.
Get wrecked. Obnoxious.
Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Okay, so this LST is to rescue all the stranded ore trucks. We're probably never going to be harvesting any of this, because having to use an LST to ferry harvesters back and forth pretty much sounds like the epitome of tedium.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Oh joy. I didn't realize there was literally a wall of gunboats there. That's great.
Affirmative.
Naval unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Okay, so much for the submarines, then. Oh, and here comes another landing force.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Everything's going wrong.
Our base is under attack.
Acknowledge. Yes, sir. Acknowledge.
Oh, I guess I could have used this giant force of mammoths to deal with it. But the Hinds got the job done. Kill this man. I was not able to finish the transport. Okay.
Structure sold. Unit
There. Go rescue these ore trucks. We're going to need more submarines to finish off the remaining naval units. You
Yes, sir.
kill.
Acknowledge. Yes, sir. Acknowledge.
Choppers, kill. Oh, my memory was accurate. This is a tough mission.
Reporting. Acknowledged.
Okay.
Reporting. Acknowledged.
That's so irritating.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Reporting.
Alright, harvest from here.
Waiting order. Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Should have been doing that all along. Alright. So obviously we
Vehicle report.
can muster a pretty impressive ground attack. It should be enough to
Awaiting order.
completely destroy the enemy base, even with the heavily fortified
Yes, sir.
landing zone. We're going to see if we can soften it up a bit with the Hinds. They don't have much anti-air here, just some rocket soldiers. A squadron of Hinds should make short work of rocket soldiers, theoretically.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Okay, there's one obnoxiously under the shroud.
Target.
There he is.
Have arrived. Unit lost. Select target. Unit ready.
There we go. Okay, now
Acknowledged.
they can start softening up the landing zone.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
There's going to be mines everywhere. They can just take pot shots at the ground.
Silos needed. Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Excellent.
Select target. Building.
Man, don't underestimate Hinds.
Mines.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Well, those guys are just going to sit there.
Unit lost.
Ordinarily, they would dodge out of the way a bit because the parabombs are so slow, but they must have an order to not move.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
All right.
Acknowledged.
Preparing.
Start rebuilding the wolf pack.
Reporting. Waiting affirmative. Reporting.
Let's soften up the landing zone some more.
Spy plane ready.
Oops, that was a misclick.
Unit prepared.
Yeah, those units are definitely under an
Select
AI order to just not move. Sticky, maybe? I believe it's called sticky. At least in the editor that I like to use. It just means stay there no matter what.
Acknowledged.
building.
Don't move an inch.
Building.
Yes, sir.
I think one more run to soften up the landing zone with the
Yes, sir. Very well.
Hinds, and then we'll go ahead and commence the assault.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Waiting acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Good enough.
Vehicle reporting. Affirmative.
The landing zone is also so narrow that
Report.
realistically we can only unload one transport at a time.
Yes, sir.
Okay, hang on. I want to deal with this first.
Yes, sir.
Whatever it is. Engineer drop, eh? Nice thought,
Comrade. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
but I saw it coming.
Ready and waiting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Awaiting orders.
Hinds, if you please.
Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. Comrade. Affirmative.
Insufficient funds.
Reporting. Acknowledged. Waiting order. Acknowledged.
There we go. Nice try.
Select target. Our base is under attack.
Oh, okay. Simultaneously an attack from over here.
Unit
On the construction yard, no less. Also, I meant to build a refinery on the east side of my base, but I don't know how much it really matters. I used to have one over there, but it got destroyed at some point.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
There we go. Okay, is my base finally secure so that I can concentrate on the attack and not have to divide my attention, which is always a disaster, because when I have to do that, both the attack and the defense go very poorly. Okay, they're actually replacing the guards. I didn't know they did that. That's really clever.
Comrade, acknowledge. Yes, sir.
But
Acknowledge. Yes, sir.
the Hind Squadron has something to say about that.
Reporting. Acknowledge.
Also, apparently I hadn't gotten all the mines.
Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Affirmative. Acknowledge.
Alright, that seems like I'm getting them all. Hello.
Acknowledge. Acknowledge. Affirmative.
Building.
Acknowledge.
Oh, no, you don't.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Can I please focus on the attack? Good grief.
Select target.
Affirmative.
Select target. Reinforcements have arrived.
Reporting.
Unit lost.
Alright, deploy the mammoths. The enemy responds in force immediately, even with a bunch of longbows. If I hadn't already softened it up by destroying the mines, the artillery, and the tanks, well, you can imagine how this would go. It's pretty rough.
Ready.
The mines especially will utterly wreck your tank force if you don't know they're there. And know that you have to soften it up.
Unit lost.
Alright, we're halfway done unloading.
Silos.
Silos needed.
Building.
Build, build, build. Alright, once we make it out of this ravine, this force will be more than sufficient to wipe out the Allied base. I definitely could have played this mission better, but we're getting through it on the first try, which is good enough as far as I'm concerned.
Unit ready. Unit ready.
Alright, they blew the bridge, another defensive measure on their part. We could go around there, but that's real awkward. Look at what a choke point that is. So we're going to try and go around the long way here. Well, some of my men have other ideas. No, how about you don't? Oh, right, there's more mines. And here comes the welcoming party.
Target.
More mines.
Unit lost.
Okay, we're taking heavy casualties on this attack force, it seems.
Is under attack.
Our base is under attack. Okay, that's not good.
Lost. Unit lost.
Okay, we're under attack all over the place while I'm trying to launch my own attack. That never ever goes well. And where is this camo pillbox? Is that it? Yeah, that's it.
Unit lost.
Good grief, this is a disaster. Things are going poorly all over.
Unit lost.
Okay, resume harvesting operations. Just keep shooting the ground in case there's more mines. Don't go around that way, guys. Everything under control? Looks like I lost a bunch of ore trucks to that attack.
Spy plane.
Don't know how much I care. I think I can win the mission with what I've got left. Okay, those guys are wrecking my tanks. Submarines, get in there. This is a disaster of epic proportions. This is going awful. Okay, now we need silos again, apparently. Great. I'm gonna need another attack force at this rate. Look at this. Getting wrecked. Okay, a submarine died.
Unit lost. Select target. Reinforcements have arrived. Unit lost.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Waiting order.
Unit
Acknowledged. Reporting.
Unit lost.
Look at this. Unbelievable. That huge force, there's nothing left. And that was after I softened up the landing zone.
Unit lost.
Reporting. Acknowledged.
I clearly should have wiped out the fleet in this cove before I made the ground attack. The damage that they're doing to my tanks is unfathomable. Alright, my submarines are going to be shooting each other in the back because of their brilliant AI. But at this point, I just need speed. I just need to kill these ships fast.
Report acknowledged. Waiting order.
Definitely should have wiped out these ships before launching the ground attack.
Acknowledged.
They inflicted incredible casualties.
Waiting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Okay, get the cruiser's guardian.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Affirmative.
All right, now the cruiser.
Vehicle reporting.
Fwa.
Vehicle reporting. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Unit
Acknowledged.
lost.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Comrade. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
All right, now we begin mopping up. That was rough. Oh, another cruiser, which I think also destroyed my last ore truck.
On hold. Cancel.
Yes, sir.
Base is under
Affirmative.
attack.
Okay, those guys came out of nowhere.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Reporting. Acknowledged. Reporting. Affirmative. Vehicle. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Report. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Kudos to the allies here. These guys are elite forces. They put up a hell of a fight.
Yes, affirmative.
They're not playing.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Like I said, it's a fun mission between
Affirmative.
all the constant naval attacks with all the cruisers and the fact that the landing zone is just insanely well fortified.
Comrade. Acknowledged. Yes,
Man, even after softening it up and
affirmative.
somewhat knowing or remembering what to expect, the casualties I took on my assault force were
Reporting.
horrendous. As I said, huge mistake that I did not
Yes, sir.
destroy the fleet in that cove. There it is, hiding behind that group of trees.
Acknowledged.
Select target. Reinforcements have arrived.
Waiting order. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Reporting. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Once I take out their power, I can send my hinds in with impunity. They might be low power now. Let's test that theory.
Yes, sir. Agreed. Reporting. Excellent. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Yep, they're low power.
Vehicle reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Okay.
Acknowledged.
Phew. Finally in the mop-up phase. I just never see those camo pillboxes ever.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's slow things down. There's still fortifications everywhere.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Quite the difficulty spike. I really can't say that the Soviet campaign is easier than the Allied. Some people seem to think it is. I really don't think it is. Some of these later missions really kick up the difficulty. Another camo pillbox hiding behind that tree. Alright, send in the Hind Squadron again.
Acknowledged. Awaiting acknowledged. Awaiting affirmative.
Select target.
Echo reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Awaiting.
Use the Hinds to destroy the AA guns. It'll be ironic.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Now is the fuel. They did say it's a refueling station. Nice continuity in the mission design reflecting what the briefing told us. That's pretty cool.
Echo report. Affirmative.
Select target. Reinforcements have arrived. Select target.
And this should be the finishing blow. Am I missing another camo pillbox somewhere? How much you want to bet? Or there's another ship lurking somewhere? It's a cruiser.
Sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Mission accomplished.
A hard-earned victory. We're about to enter the final stages of the main Soviet campaign, but before that, another jaunt into a long string of expansion missions. Hopefully you'll join me for that, and I'll see you then.